Spider-Man movie comes out sometime soon. No, I think it's like the 16th of this month, right? Or was it September? I might be tripping. It might be September, huh? Well, I was watching the He-Man movie, and that's what I thought it said the 16th. I thought it was this month. Yeah, it really did.
The Falcons ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside zone 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
That's a nobody space.
On the run, it's Riley. Brings into the open. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Yep.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tripped up for the tackle. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
I literally was manhandling him. I drove down on him so many times. For 2 touchdowns and 2...
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers.
That was it.
Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
They drive all the way
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team's fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
It was so hard to hit that one. It just... See
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Sellers to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Sategna. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Pulls it on the option.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Down to the 25-yard line, and he's got enough for a first down.
Well, I know it took their defense a second to get the ball back for the O after that last drive, but now their offense is kind of doing the same thing. They're now playing keep away. Really good job there on 3rd down, handing it off, understanding where the first down marker is, everybody executing, and now you got an opportunity to keep this thing going. You're thinking pay dirt, you're thinking touchdown yet.
And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Riley. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're about to get through their entire opening script of of the drive. Third down coming up.
Fuck off.
He's got it on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. They go play action with Sellers. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Well, I was going to tell you that when I first got on. I was going to actually bring that up. That's crazy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll give it to Johnson. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's shot through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
We could have damn near had no time left to score. We just drive out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing Sellers. Under fire. And down he goes.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking for a deep man.
No.
Makes a deep grab. And he's knocked down. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
And man, this is a big decision coming up.
Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he makes it past the first down marker. Hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open. I got this. I can take off. I trust myself.
Oh, big block.
Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
It doesn't even feel like it either. This was weird. I'm glad you said that, because I was just thinking the same shit. Like right here, I'm like, I should have been gone.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Sellers. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Cyclones! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Sellers to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got a little, maybe a crease. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wide. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Sellers. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and that'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long.
Me neither. I'd seen a video last night.
Right on the money. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
They say it's...
The Cyclones spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
But they say there's yellow, green bar.
Sellers to the air again.
Automatic drop, obviously, green's going to be a catch.
Rushes on him. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
They say you can drop a lot more.
Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The Cyclones take a timeout, and they will have no more. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football.
Oh, nice.
Touchdown, Iowa State! Fitted in the window for the score.
I always, this is what I try to do. Whenever I notice, I've been doing that this week. Whenever I notice which way you're going out by the end of the play, I always.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Cut and run.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered 29 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
From the left side, yes. That was buried in the end zone.
And the ball will. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here.
Punt, and he's got room. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might have a chance. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pulls and fires complete. And the 45 on his way. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Falcons are flying down the field. The handoff to Johnson. Inside the 25. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, BG. Once he got some room, it was over. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Riley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Sellers on the play action. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Just going to keep it after the snap. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. That's caught. It's Clark. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
4th down, Sellers. Unloads it left. He's got it. this drive going. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Sellers. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That's all I do is.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He wants to go deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Sellers looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming.
Yes.
He's sacked. This defense all over it.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now.
He's got it along the sideline. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put 1 nail in the coffin.
One more play to pad the stats. Here's Sellers to throw. He unleashes a long one. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close.
game coming up here. This is for the playoffs or getting started a new season. How much did Riley cost you?
Looking for space. It's Riley. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls it in. It's Eakin. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Flicks it out of the air. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. All the way. Touchdown, Cyclones. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. They cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Gets the back moving. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Mayava.
Yes.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it.
Yes!
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense.
Just keeps moving.
Awful.
Touchdown, Iowa State. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached Hader. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You better pay it off when you get starting field position like that, going 23 yards. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
First of all, pass rush. Where'd you go?
The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got a man. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Pulls and fired complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Buckeyes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll try it again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 1st down from the 43. Running inside. It's Riley.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Play fake, Sellers. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Marsh. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The run inside. It's Lacey. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the ground, it's Lacey. There's a crease. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defensively, you'll take the slowdown. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Fighting off the defender. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for a loss.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
He's taking the shot. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
That win, we are in the playoffs. Forgot. Just like that.
7, 80 maximum feet, so I just get this guy. You don't have the sauce. He ain't got 70 degrees in Iowa. We're back to no kickoffs again. Unless it's like that for the playoffs, I don't know.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Fires left side and Smith. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Not seeming to be okay right now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Finds space on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Over the middle, it's Smith. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They're working that left side. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back there.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Got enough for the 1st. Finding some room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Riley. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Eakin. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. From the red zone, it's Riley. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Might be looking to run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Clark. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The lone back's got it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Working the big fella to the corner. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch and the offense took advantage.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They'll move the tight end. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense. Your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Sellers. Looking long. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They go play action with Sellers. Using the quick game. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. We got to bring it down a little bit.
Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Sellers. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. They want to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Here's Sellers to throw. With the catch, it's Riley. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Again, it's Sellers. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that last play is sort of a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for them offensively in this one. They just haven't really been able to do anything well. They haven't been able to run the ball, catching and throwing, and pass protection like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense needs to build on, needs to get better at moving forward.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Sellers on the play action. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing, Sellers. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cyclones! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. On to attempt to try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they were handed a golden opportunity. Drive covers 25 yards. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The run inside. It's Jackson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
Fucking goal.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. To be honest, both of these offense played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation